Hi Reborn friends, it's Christina with the Reborn family, and as you can see, I have no makeup on, no filter. This is the real me. I'm just chilling. I actually have my Christmas PJs on, getting into the Christmas spirit, and I'm doing a totally different video today. I am gonna do just a vlog essentially, and I'm gonna show you guys the difference between a full body silicone and a cuddle baby. I get asked this question a lot. What is a full body silicone versus what is a cuddle baby? What does a cuddle baby mean? Does it have arms and legs? You know, things like that. I get these questions a lot. So today I'm going to answer those questions and much more. Let's get to it. So for starters, I'm going to kind of show you guys a little bit behind the scenes of the Reborn family nursery. As you can see, I'm getting ready for Christmas. We're gonna put the candy canes on the tree in our living room. This is all of the paperwork that comes with my cuddle baby, Izzy. She's actually the Sage kit. So people ask that question a lot. None of these are photos of her, but this one here. So all of this paperwork is her artist. And so she came with all of these goodies. This is her actual COA, Certificate of Authentication, or Authenticity, excuse me. And so, you know, or some people like to call it a birth certificate. It's pretty cool. And her artist created this. So she officiated the day she was completed, the time she was completed, her weight. Her length, I believe, is 19 inches. That's not filled in, but she is about between 18 to 19 inches. And her artist is Holly Paz, also known as Precious Paz. So that is her artist. Her artist also includes this with every baby that she sends, and it's just some photos of her work. As you can tell, she does beautiful skin tones of all shades. She also includes this with her babies. This is an awake baby that she did. This sculpt is called Windy. All of these are vinyl. So everything I'm showing you right now is vinyl painted by Holly Paz of Precious Paz. And then on the back, she talks about my baby. So she's 18 inches, it does say there, 6 pounds, 6 ounces. And she was born 5/25, which is pretty cool because my daughter is actually 5/26, my daughter Grace. But anyway, so this is her other, so she comes with a lot of paperwork. She comes with a congratulations, that's from Holly Paz. And then this is my favorite one. This is her COA by Precious Paz. This is unique. Not all babies come with all of this paperwork. Typically, you're gonna get a baby that just comes with this. This is the COA. Usually cuddle babies, which is what my Sage by Precious Paz is, do not come with COAs. So a cuddle baby is essentially just the head, and they can be silicone or vinyl. Mine is vinyl. And so here it says kit name Sage, sculptor Bountiful Baby, and then the artist signed it and dated it, and it's sealed. So the reason that you want to look for this type of paperwork is because of scammers. There's a lot of scammers, but I'll get more into that in a minute. So my nursery's a little messy, I apologize, but I like to kind of keep some of my stuff out as little mementos. So this is a picture of my daughter Grace. She's 5 years old now. That was when she was, I want to say, maybe a week or two old. She was 2 weeks. She was 2 weeks old here. And my sister, when I was pregnant, this was her on the changing table swaddled, and that was her first smile at 2 weeks old. So my sister, when I was pregnant, gave me this swaddle and headband and said, I just imagine you having a dark-haired baby with this beautiful red bow and this pretty red floral swaddle on her. And so I did just that. I had a beautiful dark-haired baby, and I just had to take this picture. And every time I look at it, not only do I think of my beautiful baby girl, Grace, but I also think of my sister. And she threw me just the most beautiful baby shower. And, you know, there's so many wonderful, beautiful moments you have when you're having a baby. And that's kind of what reborns are about recreating that incredible moment. Here I have something from my dear friend who is a wonderful artist, Jennifer Linkovics. And look at this beautiful card. Look at that. Tiffany and Company. Just, yeah, so I save everything that I get from Jennifer. She is almost like a sister to me as well. And then this was one of my first dolls. This is an official American Girl, Samantha, the original. So I just keep her in here as a memory of my love for dolls. I've always loved dolls ever since I was a little girl. Another card from Jennifer Linkovics. Definitely check out her work. I've had several of her babies. They are incredible. She typically does vinyl babies, but she is starting to get into silicone as well. This is my favorite boy, as we all know, Sammy. He came with this, so I filled it out. Samuel Mateo. His date of birth, September 2nd. My birthday's in September, and so is my mom's, and so it's kind of cool that he's a September baby. Born at 7:07. And 7 is my favorite number, so that's cool too. He's a big boy. He is 23 inches and over 9 pounds. And so he came with that. He came with this from his artist. So his artist is Leonidas Zeus. Definitely check it out. Her name is Mercedes. So, but her nursery name is Leonidas Zeus. So you're gonna always look up that. Sorry if my camera's not focusing, but you're gonna wanna look up Leonidas Zeus. She does both silicone and vinyl, but she predominantly deals with, and she also sent this birth certificate with him. So his sculpt name is Tadio. He is 9 pounds, and September 2nd to mom and dad. Reborn mom and reborn dad love him. He is our boy. And then my daughter painted this because I love rainbows, and I have a rainbow theme in the nursery, and so she did that for me to put up in here, so of course I had to keep it up. So these are just some fun little mementos that I keep up in my nursery. And then of course I have the rainbow. I love the meaning of rainbows, the promise that it holds, but I like the look of them. I love the muted rainbow colors, like the neutral colors. I just think it's beautiful. So speaking of beautiful, let's get to it. We've got Samuel Mateo, AKA Sammy, and we are gonna do a lot of focusing on him today, as well as my cuddle baby here. And then this is, the girls put a Christmas, this is my Christmas baby. This was on Gracie's stocking, at the top of her stocking on her first Christmas. So she put that in there. The girls like to come in here and just look at the reborns and just kind of pretend that it's a nursery for their babies and things like that. And shh, don't wake the baby. Now tell me that this does not look like a real baby. This is a cuddle baby, you guys. This is Isabella Sage, but I call her Izzy, and she is the Sage sculpt, the one that I just showed you. And if you see her, would you not think that that's a real baby? I mean, just incredible. People have seen her in person. You know, I've done several outings with her, and they do not believe me that she's not real. And the beauty of it is she's got a cuddle body. So the cuddle body is going to, you know, be able to pose and move in just about any way, right? So that's what's cool about cuddle babies. But what makes her realistic is not so much her posing and her body movements. To me anyway, to me what makes her realistic is that face. She just looks so real. I mean, absolutely incredible. So she is a cuddle baby, as I mentioned. She is vinyl, as I mentioned. And I apologize for my nails. I promise I'll get a better manicure for next week's video. But anyway, back to Izzy. She has rooted lashes. Look at the details, you guys. She's got the lanugo that newborns have. Something that I will say about the artist Precious Paz, aka Holly, she has perfected the newborn look in vinyl dolls. I don't know if she's ever done silicone, but when it comes to vinyl, I mean, she's perfected it. Look at this. And I apologize for the lighting. It's actually nighttime here, which is why I'm in my pajamas, hanging out, you know, no makeup, hanging out, just a normal evening at home. And, but I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to hang out with you guys tonight. So here I am. So yeah, this is what a Precious Paz vinyl baby looks like. Now, this is not, so her lashes are rooted. That's real hair. The details, look at that. The little veins on her eyelids. I mean, just incredible. Her eyebrows are painted, but it's like 3D paint. Same with the lanugo, that's 3D paint. Her hair is painted, but again, it's gonna look like 3D paint, right? So she's probably the most realistic cuddle baby I've ever seen, the most realistic vinyl cuddle baby by far that has ever existed, in my opinion. She's just so beautiful, so real looking. I'm gonna get her out of the car seat. I'm gonna put her next to Sammy, and we're gonna do a side-by-side of a vinyl cuddle baby versus a full body silicone. So cuddle babies are gonna be priced lower than silicone babies because the silicone material is much, much more expensive and more difficult to work with. So in a way, it's not fair to kind of put them side by side and compare because you're comparing, you know, apples to an apple orchard, essentially, because the price difference is so much. Quite literally, Sammy was 6 times more than Izzy in price. And if people know Izzy's price, she's actually up for adoption right now. She is up for sale, which is really sad because I do adore her. I think she's so realistic. And the only reason that I am putting her up for adoption is because my artist is going to be making me another silicone baby to go with Sammy. Sammy's artist. So I can just call her my artist now. Leonidas Zeus is making me a couple silicone babies. So we have more silicone babies from Leonidas Zeus coming. We also have another Jennifer Linkovics at some point. I don't know if it's going to be silicone or vinyl, probably vinyl, because she just does vinyl so well. Another baby from her coming. So I'm not wealthy by any means. You know, I do okay. My husband, you know, works really hard for our family. So I am able to have these dolls, but I can't have all of them. So due to funds, in order to pay for more silicones and another Jennifer Linkovics baby, Izzy is gonna be up for adoption. So she is. If you are interested in her, I will put the information in the description below. I did have her on sale, on a sale price this weekend. Now keep in mind, she is a Precious Paz baby. Holly Paz's babies are very expensive for vinyl. For vinyl painted hair babies, from what I've seen, they're the most expensive. They're the most expensive vinyl painted hair babies I've ever seen. But with that said, does she not look like a real baby? She looks completely realistic. So the price reflects that. The more real they look, the more expensive they're gonna be. I mean, even her nose, like she did her nostrils. So they don't always come with like the nostrils actually like, you know, like holes in their nostrils and the nostrils looking real. But she did her nostrils so realistic. And I know I keep using the term realistic, but she just is. And I love lanugo on babies, or at least on reborns. I just think it just gives this very realistic touch. And then, you know, she's got the little spots on her nose. Again, the veins, if you see the veins, especially on this eye, it's just incredible, you guys. She's just so real. Oh, and she's so... Sorry about that. Okay, so here, let's see if this lighting's better. Anyway, my battery ran out, so I just changed it. But she's so amazing to hold. I mean, just incredible. So look at the little, like, she's got like the little spots, just like a real baby. Like, are you looking at a real baby's skin right now? No, you're looking at a vinyl doll. The details are just incredible. And so then you've got those details up close. So then when you're far away, you know, you're up close, but then when you're far away, I feel like they look even more real, you know, because you're just kind of like walking by and you're like, oh wow, that's a real baby sleeping. Like, wow, don't wake the baby. With her in particular, if you give her a pacifier, so she has custom made pacifiers from her artist, Holly Paz. So the only pacifiers that will work for her are ones that are made the way that Holly makes them. But when you put a pacifier in her mouth, okay, we have a real baby now. She's real. She is a real baby now. Like, I mean, let me know in the comments, you guys. Do you agree or not? Because to me, that looks like a real baby. And I can't believe that I am putting her up for adoption because I have a real baby here. This is just, she's just so real. So, okay, I'm gonna put her next to Sammy. I'm gonna show you, you know, kind of the differences, the pros and cons of both, all that good stuff. Let me show you around the nursery a little more. Again, I'm sorry that it's such a mess. So I've got a Moses basket. I've got a Moses basket stand. This actually is usually in my room next to my bed, and I usually have it cleaned out, and I have a baby sleep in it. It's usually either Izzy or Sammy, but I would say most of the time it's Sammy. And then I just got some amazing pictures of the girls from a company called Mixed Tiles, and you guys will see that video coming up. But because of that, I moved some pictures around, so to change my living room. So that's why this picture's in here. But normally that picture's not in here. And then I just designed this. I just thought this was cool. I love the colors. Little babe cave, because that's what this is. And then I've got a changing basket. This was, I think, a birthday or Christmas gift. I think this was my Christmas gift from Reborn Grandma, my amazing mother-in-law in California, not to be confused with my husband's stepmom in Pennsylvania, who she was the one that her and my husband's dad fired my husband from the family company because I collect Reborns. They felt it was embarrassing, and because we put it on YouTube and we share everything with you guys, they felt that was embarrassing, and so they fired him for that. And we were renting our home from them, and they kicked us out as well. But that's another story. Anyway, so this is the nursery. This is what it looks like. Again, sorry, it's kind of a mess. This is a diaper I think I'm gonna try on Sammy tonight. Yeah, little rocking chair. I sit there a lot. Got 2 windows. I'm hiding Christmas presents, so it's a mess. So these are hidden Christmas presents there, hidden Christmas presents under there. In fact, my Mixed Tiles, one of the pictures is a gift for my husband. That's hidden in there. And then this is a mess, but if this was neat, it would look nice. It's a really cool basket. If I have it actually, like, you know, done right. And it's full of swaddles. I love and I'm addicted to baby swaddles. But by far my favorite one is the one on top, because this was Joy's baby blanket from the hospital when she was born. And so I use this on my special babies, usually for their first pictures. So, and that's Sammy's bathtub. And then back to the crib. And Sam, all snuggled up. All right, so let's get back to comparing and showing these sweet babies. Oh, and another rainbow. And then I've got my tripod here, and then the door, and that's it. So originally I thought about making this maybe, you know, this is a spare room. This is our 5th bedroom in our home. So originally I thought about making it a schoolroom, a classroom, because I homeschool my girls. And then I thought about, my husband actually at first was using it for his office. So it was a half office, half nursery, and it got a little crowded. So he actually rents an office space now. And then I decided, you know what, I've always wanted a nursery. I want a safe place for my reborn babies to hang out, where I know they're gonna be, you know, safe and nothing is gonna happen to them, because you do need to be fragile with them, just like you would any newborn. While they're not real, they are very expensive, high-end pieces of art. And so you do need to treat them as such. And so you could call this an art room if you wanted, because this is where I keep my high-end art, AKA my reborns. So this is my nursery. This is kind of my happy place, my place where I can kind of get some time to myself, which is very rare. Most of my time is spent with my daughters. They are 3 and 5, and I homeschool them. I mean, they're, you know, they start off the night in their own beds, in their own rooms, and then they run into my room and sleep with me every night. So they are with me, you know, I wake up with them in the morning until the time I go to bed. They're with me 24/7, and I get about an hour a week where I get to hang out with you guys here on YouTube, and I get to spend time with these beautiful babies. And then intermittently within my day throughout the week that you don't see on camera, I just incorporate these babies into our lives, into our family. So they'll just be hanging out while I'm folding laundry. I might have Sammy with me in the bouncer seat. I might have Sammy on my front pack while we are at the park, or maybe I'll put him in the stroller and we go to the park, or we go for a walk, or, you know, we go to the museum, and, you know, we go to the children's museum a lot, and I'll have Sammy in the stroller or front pack for that. So we just went on a vacation. Sammy came with us. So I didn't bring a crib for him. He slept in the car seat, but other than that, he was with us. But you guys, I said I was gonna do a video of Sammy in the pool with us. The place that we stayed had like 3 or 4 pools, and they were so cool. The girls had a blast. We swam pretty much the whole time we were there. That was like what our trip was. It was swimming. And we're in Texas, and so it's warm enough in December to swim here, which is so crazy. So I have to show this because I forgot, can you believe it? I forgot Sammy's bathing suit. And so I didn't know what to do. So we decided we'll just take him swimming another time. Now, with that said, you have to be really careful with silicone. So I would never actually immerse him in the water, in like pool water, because of the chemicals and things like that. I don't know if it's safe or not. It might be safe, but it might not be. And I would never want to do anything to harm this perfect, beautiful piece of art. But I forgot his swimsuit. So I have to show you again his swimsuit because it's so cute. So he's got this swimsuit. I was gonna put him in this little swimsuit and take him with us in the pool, but we're gonna do that in a future video. So be looking for that because he is gonna come with us on either a beach trip or something, or to the pool. We have like a neighborhood pool here. We have like a splash pad and a neighborhood pool, which you guys have seen in some of our past videos. I feel like if you want to stalk us, I'm like giving all this information out. But anyway, so yeah, so I forgot his swimsuit. So he has this swimsuit, or look at this, you guys. This one's even smaller. Look at this little hot pink swimsuit for a little baby boy. How cute is that? I just think that would be so cute. So he has 2 swimsuits, and this one still has the tags on it. And he didn't even get to wear it. So, and I'm not going to even, you won't even guess what I paid for this swimsuit. So before I hear the comments that he has 2 swimsuits, there's babies that need this or that. Y'all, look at this price. And I got it for an additional like 60% off of that. So it was basically free. I think I paid like 60 cents or something. It was crazy. So I am a bargain shopper. I love to bargain shop. It was something my mom and I loved to do. We never thrift shopped, but we always bargain shopped. My husband is a thrifter, so now I've started doing thrifting a little here and there too. But I also wanted to show you guys this, and we will get to the babies, comparing them next. But I just have to show you guys this stuff because I have some fun new stuff. So this outfit, I love, like I said, I love neutral tones. So as you can see by the bow, this is a little girl outfit. This would work on Izzy because she's a cuddle baby, so she needs long sleeves and pants. She would need little mittens and socks because you want to cover the hands and feet, or not. I mean, it's up to you. And I'll show you why in a minute. But the reason that I'm showing you this is because I am expecting a baby girl. I've mentioned it once before. A sister for Sammy. She is going to be a partial silicone, so you'll get to see a full body silicone, a cuddle baby, and a partial silicone. You guys are going to get to learn so much about reborn and silicone babies on my channel if you stick around, and I hope you do because I really love you guys so much. So they got matching bibs, so we've got one for Sammy and one for his soon-to-be sister. His artist, Sammy's artist, Leonidas Zeus, she is currently working on her now, and after the holidays she should be born, we'll say. So we could say I'm adopting, and so the baby should be born sometime quickly after the holidays. I'm hoping in January. I really hope in January because I can't wait. I've been waiting for her for a little while, and I'm just so excited. And so I can't wait for her adoption day, and her adoption day, of course, aka box opening. I will share that with all of you guys, and I can't wait to have her adoption day. And she's going to look, totally different than Sammy in the sense of how she looks, right? So she's a different sculpt. So she's going to have, different sculpt, different features, but she's going to have the same skin tone, same hair. So she's really going to look like his sister. And, now that I think about it, she's a partial. And I actually have a question, if anybody knows this, and answer in the comments below. Can partials have armatures put in them? Can partial silicones have armatures in them? I don't know the answer to that. I'm going to ask Sammy's artist, and I'm asking you guys. And so if you guys know, let me know. And I'll ask his artist, because if they can, I think I'm going to put armatures in her. For whatever reason, lately, I'm obsessed with silicones that have armatures. I just think the way they move with the armatures is so much more realistic. I think it's so cool. Like, I can just squish him up, or I can just, make him totally lay out. And I just think it's so cool. Like, I can just do anything. Whereas typically a silicone, and I don't have a full body silicone without, or I don't have any silicone without armatures right now, but usually they don't do stuff like that. Like, you couldn't have them stay like that. They just flop, right? So he doesn't flop. He does every position, every pose, and he's still squishy. He's my little squishy guy. And I'll show you in a minute his belly because he's got the squishiest belly. I love his belly. So he has an extra squishy belly. His artist is known for doing the best tummies. She does the best squishy tummies. It's so incredible. She's just so talented, you guys. I can't say enough about her. I think she's probably has too much work at this point that I've sent her way. But if you can purchase a silicone or vinyl, her vinyls look just as real as her silicones, and that's really hard to accomplish for artists. But if you could purchase, and I promise this is not like a commercial for her or anything, like I don't get any discounts or any deals from her, but I just adore her talent and her passion for her art so much. And she's a really great person on top of that, she's a great mom. She has 3 young kiddos, you know, single mom, working hard, and she just makes it happen. And just the passion and talent that she has, I'm just so into. So if you can purchase a silicone or vinyl baby from Leonidas Zeus, I highly recommend it. It will be the most realistic doll that you have ever seen. I mean, look at this guy. He's just so he has rooted eyebrows, rooted lashes. So rooted meaning hair. It's real hair. It's not painted. Obviously rooted hair, or maybe it's not obvious. I don't know. It depends on what people, you know, if you're new to this world or not. If you're new to this reborn silicone world or not. And he's just, I mean, oh, and of course she also does, let's see if I can get it. She does gums. So he's got like full gums, just like a real baby. Full gums like a real baby that she works really hard on the inside of their mouths, which are just these details that I love because a lot of artists don't think about that. And he has a tongue. And I can feel his tongue. I don't know if I can show it to you there. You can kind of see his little tongue in there. Let's see, let me get close up. Here we go. See if we can see his little tongue. So he's just, it's just incredible, just so real. It's like, you know, people have asked me, does he grow up? And I said, no, he's a doll. So as real as he looks, he's not real. He's a doll. He won't grow. That was a funnier question that I got recently. I love your questions, you guys. I love your comments. Keep them coming. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to show you. I'm excited. This is baby sister's first outfit here, I think. And I can't wait for her arrival. So, and I'm gonna change, Sammy's been in this for a couple days because I just think it's such a cute outfit on him, but I am gonna change him. So what should we do? I'm either gonna do, I think, this Kate Quinn. I love peacocks. My wedding was actually a peacock themed wedding. So, and we will be married 8 years in February. So I have a wonderful husband, and yeah, so we can do the peacock onesie. I like to put little socks on him. I don't know why, I just think he looks cute with socks, but he can wear socks or no socks. So I would do that as one outfit. Or we can do this cute little onesie, which I love. It's smaller. Look at that size difference. Look at that size difference. So let me see what size this is. So this is a Kate Quinn. The peacock one is a Kate Quinn newborn size, and this is a Gerber newborn size. And look at the size difference. So just word of advice to people, Kate Quinn clothes tend to run bigger in my experience. What I do to kind of help that, if you want them to be smaller, is I wash and dry them, and they will shrink a little bit. You're not gonna get a ton of shrinkage, but you will get a little bit of shrinkage. Now, Sammy is a big boy. He really wears like a 0 to 3 month. He doesn't, you know, newborn size is pretty tight on him. So this onesie actually might be really, really snug on him, but it's cute because I like to see his little belly all, you know, all shoved in there like a little sausage. But yeah, this is a cute little onesie. It says, "All welcome." And then I think this says Secret Oath, and that says Animal Cookies. So it's like a little clubhouse for little wilderness animals. I think it's like a fox and a bear or something. I like that. But anyway, it's super cute. So you could wear that, or we could put him in. These are called like footies, could be considered pajamas. Now this is a type of outfit you're gonna want for a cuddle baby because it has feet, so you don't have to worry about that. It doesn't have the little hand covers, so you would have to get little mittens with it. But this would work for a cuddle baby, or it would work for any other baby. This is also Kate Quinn newborn, and I just thought this was really cute. So I don't know, I call these pajamas kind of. They're kind of like, those could be his pajamas. So for me, I think it's probably between that, the 2 Kate Quinn outfits, only because this one's so small. I don't want to try to stuff him like a sausage into a onesie just yet. So I will surprise you and we'll see which one we go with. All right, let's get them both undressed and you can see what a cuddle baby versus a full body silicone baby looks like. Oh, and he got a new binky. And I got his sister a matching pink one. But I don't know where that is right now. I think that's I have a binky box, a box full of pacifiers. I call them binkies, but yes. So he got a new binky, and this one is really cute when he has that in his mouth. But this one is my other favorite binky of his. He has tons and tons and tons. Like he has like literally a full bag full of just pacifiers that are just his. But these two are probably my favorite right now. Just the way they look, and they fit easily into his mouth. So you want to be really careful. You want to either lubricate or powder the pacifier before you put it in their mouth, or find one that's, you know, quite a bit smaller than their mouth, like than the inside of their mouth. So that way it'll just go in really easily so that you won't tear, because what can happen is the sides of their mouths you can tear. It's never happened to me, but I know that it can happen, and I know that it, you know, I've seen photos of people that it's happened to them. So silicones, you have to be very careful with them in a different way than you would a vinyl. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see. We're gonna compare apples to apple orchards. Okay, so look at this. All bundled up here. I've got Izzy. So first, Izzy, I'm gonna have to take your binky out. And we've got sweet little Izzy and sweet little Sammy. So this is what a silicone and a vinyl, I'll take her blanket away from her. Hopefully she won't cry. So this is what a silicone and vinyl look side by side. Now, I will say these are some of the top artists when it comes to Reborn art, and when it comes to silicone and vinyl work, and when it comes to especially like that newborn look. So not everybody's art is gonna look this real. And I want to emphasize, you get what you pay for when it comes to Reborns. So be really careful with scammers. There are, I'm not kidding, hundreds of people pretending to be me. Online, and they use my photos, they use photos of my babies, they use photos of me, and they pretend to be me. So please, you guys, be really careful. Sorry, I hit the camera. Be really careful. Do your research. When you are gonna buy a Reborn or silicone baby, please do your research. That brings me to my next point. So we are actually in the process, it's currently being made as we speak, a safe site to purchase Reborn and silicone dolls. It's called rebornsales.com. And it's a place where you can safely purchase silicones and Reborns. And it's a place where you don't have to worry about scammers. And to be honest, I don't know if there are other sites that exist that are going to be as safe as this site is. We have an entire team of people that are dedicated to ensuring that everything is safe for you. So we're really excited about it. It's going to be priced lower than any other Reborn site out there. Now, with that said, we don't price the dolls. The artists price the dolls, and the collectors who sell their dolls price the dolls. So we're not in charge of the pricing of the dolls. We are just in charge of managing the site, making sure that you really are getting what is photographed. So, you know, if it's a photo of this baby here, Izzy, and you know, you pay for her and she ships and she arrives, she's gonna look like she looked in the photo. We're gonna make sure it's safe. Now, when I say scammers, never, ever, ever use Amazon to buy a Reborn or silicone doll, AliExpress, Walmart.com even, you know, any of those sites. Those big sites, those big shops, they do not sell art like this. And actually Etsy now has scammed people. I've been scammed by Etsy once before with a silicone doll. And I just got an email from someone that was scammed. They were using my photos, pretending to be me on Etsy, and scammed someone out of hundreds of dollars. And I felt so terrible. I mean, it's not my fault. I had nothing to do with it, but it breaks my heart when I hear these stories. And I hear so many of these stories of people losing hundreds of dollars, sometimes thousands of dollars. Another thing to be aware of, again, you get what you pay for. So if someone is gonna say that, like Sammy, for example, a full body silicone that looks as real as him, okay, mom life. All right, really quick. So I'm gonna try to wrap this up and just show you the difference of their bodies really quick. But with that said, just be aware of scammers. So if someone said that Sammy, for example, here, a full body silicone, he's got armatures, as I showed you, he's got the gums and the tongue, and he's just so realistic looking, and he has all these added features. If someone said he was $500, that's a scam. If someone said he's $1,000, that's a scam. A doll like him is gonna range anywhere from, I would say, $5,000 to $10,000. These are not cheap dolls. They are not cheap works of art. They are very expensive. They are priced that way because, one, the silicone material itself is expensive. The sculptor and the price that the blank sculpt of the doll is expensive, and the artist has to pay for that. The materials, of the paint, the hair, all of that is expensive, and the artist pays for that. And then the time and the tedious work that the artist does to create these dolls is valuable. And that value, has a monetary amount to it that is not cheap typically. Now, you can find some at a lesser price. They're just not necessarily going to look as realistic. You can still find some that are realistic for, $1,500 to, $3,000, something like that, full body silicone. They're just not going to be the same quality and the same realism. So just keep that in mind. But they can still look realistic. They can still be super cuddly. They can still be amazing. I'm not knocking any of them. I've had silicone dolls of all price ranges, of all sizes, shapes and sizes and colors and everything. And they're all beautiful, and they're all special, and they're all wonderful. But just be aware and do your research. And I will keep you all updated on our website when it's up and running. Right now, if you go to it, it says under construction. We're hoping by January, we'll start the new year off with the website up and running, and we will finally be able to just direct everybody to a safe site to purchase vinyl and silicone Reborn dolls. So you can get cuddle babies, you can get full body silicones, and you can get everything in between, such as a vinyl with arms and legs. They actually make full body vinyls, but those are pretty stiff, and those are much more rare because they're not that cuddly and they're not that posable, so people don't usually tend to gravitate towards them, but they do exist. You can get partial silicone, like Sammy's sister is going to be. You can get, and the partial silicone is going to be arms, legs, head are silicone, and the tummy is cloth. So let me show you their bodies so that you can see the difference here of what I mean between a full body silicone and a cuddle baby. So I'm gonna take Izzy's cute little outfit off here. And it's amazing how she goes from looking like a completely real baby. It's almost freaky in a little way. To go from looking like a real human baby to all of a sudden it looks like a head and kind of like a teddy bear. That's how I kind of describe it to people. It's kind of like a teddy bear body. So, but it makes her so cuddly, very therapeutic. You can actually add a heating pack, one of those little heating packs inside. Not on the vinyl. The vinyl you don't want to heat, but so this is what a sorry again. Okay, so this is what a cuddle body looks like. Let me pan out so you can really see it. Okay, so this is a cuddle body. And so if you've ever had like a heating pad or something like that, it kind of feels like that. So it's weighted. She's weighted realistic. Like I said, she's 6 pounds, 6 ounces, which really is going to feel like a 7.5 pound baby, because they call it, and I hate using this word, but they call it dead weight because it's not actually like moving around at all. So it's just very limp. And so it makes them feel a little bit heavier. So whatever the weight of the Reborn or silicone doll is, it's gonna feel slightly heavier than what that is. And she feels about 7.5 pounds. So this is a cuddle baby. And this is what a cuddle body looks like. There are different versions of cuddle bodies. This is a Reggie cuddle body, it's called. These bodies are sold on Etsy. Now this is a reputable seller on Etsy. You can get reputable Reborns on Etsy, but you can also be scammed on Etsy. So you do have to just do your research. Ask. If you're getting ready to make a purchase on Etsy and you're not sure, shoot me an email on Instagram or Facebook. I'm not always able to answer everyone. I do get hundreds of messages, but I will do my best to answer. I try my best to answer everybody that is about to buy a Reborn, to help them, if I know, because I've honestly spent the last year just obsessing and researching about these beautiful works of art and, everything to do with them and which artist and what the artist is like even. And, there's some artists I really click with, like Jennifer Linkovics. She's an artist who is so incredibly talented and also someone I consider a very dear friend, like a sister to me. And then there's other artists, I won't name names, but they're very, very talented. But they have spread rumors about me and have gotten into kind of the gossip world and, might even say that they don't want to sell a doll to me because they would rather gossip about me or, whatever. I'm very public in the Reborn community, and that has a lot of pros and cons to it. So anyway, but with that said, I know of almost every artist and sculptor, and so I can tell you if it's a reputable person or not before you make your purchase. I can't do that for everybody, but I can do my best. So here we go. All right, so that is what a cuddle body looks like on a Reggie cuddle body. Now let's see what a full body silicone is here. This is Sammy. He is the Tadio sculpt by DMH Silicone Studios. He has full body armatures added to him, meaning he's able to pose. He's got armatures in his feet, in his legs, in his arms. He's got an extra squishy tummy. He's got the like the umbilical cord, when they're a newborn before the little belly button thing falls off. So I don't want to block, I know I'm probably blocking the camera now, so let's show you here. So this is what a full body silicone body looks like. So you see the difference of this body versus a cuddle body. It's very, very different. And with that though, obviously I would say Sammy's body is much more real looking, right, than Izzy's body. He even has like little ribs. You can see his little ribs. Shows little back, he's got a cute little back. He's got details everywhere. I would show you, but YouTube doesn't like it, but he's got like a cute little tush. So it's you're gonna pay the difference though, like I said. So something this real is gonna be 6 times more than something that is real from the neck up. So when she is fully clothed, she looks real. When you hold her, she feels real. But when she, isn't all covered up from the neck down, she kind of looks like a teddy bear. The other thing is you don't want vinyl and silicone to touch, but her cuddle body can touch the vinyl. So that's the difference there. There you go. That is silicone versus a cuddle body, or a full body baby versus a cuddle baby. So very, very different, very similar from the neck up, very different from the neck down. And that's it. So now you guys know. So I've had lots of questions about this. Now everyone wants to know price. I actually, Izzy knew from artist Holly Paz. I paid $1,650 for her, plus it ended up being, I think, like $1,700 after like fees and whatever. I think it was somewhere around $1,700 dollars, which is a whole lot for a cuddle baby, I will agree, but it's because of how realistic her face looks, the amount of time she spent, the passion she put into, you know, creating that realistic skin tone, and the realistic looking 3D hair, all of that. So Sammy, I'm not gonna say his number, but he was that plus like 5 times that. So you know, if you want a baby like Sammy, which I get hundreds of people saying they want a baby like Sammy, where did I get him? He's, just be aware that he's gonna be minimum $5,000 upwards to $10,000. So you're gonna pay anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 for someone like Sammy. And I paid somewhere in between there, more than 5, less than 10. So yeah, just be aware of that. But they are worth it, you know, in both ways. If you want something to just cuddle, that you don't have to be super careful with, that you know, get clothes that you can just cover them up with, which is really easy. Newborns are usually covered up, they're usually swaddled. So you usually just kind of see their head anyway. Then I would suggest a cuddle baby. And you don't have to really worry about a whole lot. Or if you want to get one for maybe a younger child, not too young, but you know, maybe an 8-year-old or, you know, 6 or 7, as long as they're careful, you could get a cuddle baby for them, especially a vinyl one. As I said, they do make silicone ones too. Or if you're like me and you want something that's very realistic, that you want to kind of include in your family, take on family trips and outings, and you don't want people to think you're, you know, holding a doll. You want people to think you're holding a newborn baby, a real baby. Then you're gonna want to pay and buy something that is more like Sammy, something that is gonna be, you know, more in that 5,000 to 10,000 range. So and if you don't have that kind of money, neither do I. You just save. You just work really hard and you save up your money, and eventually, you know, hopefully you can get your dream baby. I'm very happy that I've gotten Sammy. He's my dream baby. But you know, 2 years ago, Izzy was my dream baby. So, you know, sometimes things just change and grow. As for Izzy, I will put all her for sale information in the description. She is for sale. Right now I have lowered her price to $1,400. But I am open to, you know, working with people if somebody really wants her. But I do need to be reimbursed. You know, the only reason I'm selling, like I said, is for another silicone, like Sammy. Well, not like Sammy, but from Sammy's artist. So that's what that will go towards. And so otherwise I'll just keep her because I think she's the most beautiful cuddle baby I've ever seen, most realistic cuddle baby I've ever seen, and I will just keep her. So all right, you guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Totally different than anything I've done. As you can hear my little ones probably in the background, it is bath and bedtime. So I'm gonna go give my real 2 daughters bath and get them to bed, read them a bedtime story. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a part of the Reborn family. We love you. You're important to us. Bye, Reborn friends.